up, though, everybody? This is Kyle, and you are back watching Knockouts and 3 Counts. And I thought I would just drop in real quick to give you my quick thoughts fresh off of what we saw last night on Friday Night SmackDown. Obviously, it wasn't on the regular Fox last night. It was on Fox Sports 1. But I thought, all in all, SmackDown was pretty good, at least as far as a go-home to Hell in a Cell. Now, Hell in a Cell is going to go down this Sunday live on the WWE Network. Only 4 matches so far that have been announced. So far, we've got Otis versus The Miz, and the winner now is going to get the Money in the Bank. Now, before I jump off of that, Law and Otis was so dope. It had serious wrestler court vibes to me. JBL as the judge I thought was entertaining. And who else could you have as his bailiff other than the incomparable Ron Simmons? Obviously, we got the almighty damn out of it. Like I said, a great segment. I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining, especially for somebody like Otis, who his character is, his bread and butter. I don't know what I think we're going to see yet out of that one. I think Otis keeps the contract. I think they're going to keep it on a feel-good tip. I don't really see any reason for The Miz to win the Money in the Bank anyway. Like I said, something tells me that it's going to be Otis. Otis is going to keep his Money in the Bank over The Miz. I think there's going to be some bullshit with John Morrison, but thankfully for Otis, his boy Tucker will be there. Hopefully we don't see a turn from Tucker. Do you think we're going to see a turn from Tucker? Let us know what you think in the comments. The next match that we've got on here is the returning Elias is going to face Jeff Hardy. Now, I've always been a fan of Elias. The guy, look at him. I mean, look-wise, you can't really want much more from a pro wrestler. He's back, and he's back with a vengeance. The storyline doesn't necessarily make so much sense to me. Big Jeff Hardy guy. How can you not be a Jeff Hardy guy? And me growing up in the 90s, big fan of Jeff's, and I'm glad to see him back, at least having a decent run in what could be his last run for WWE. In this match, though, I think Elias has to win this one, especially with him coming back in. I think Elias is going to get a dub. But, who knows? Again, if you think differently than I do in these picks, make sure you let us know in the comments. And make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. All right, now we're to the Hell in a Cell matches. First of all, if this stays the full match card, I'm glad that we've only got 3 Hell in a Cell matches, because to me, a Hell in a Cell match should only be a match for when something's getting blown off, when there's a big reason for these guys to fight. That was my problem with TNA with the lockdown stuff, because I didn't like that every match was in a steel cage, because I don't think every match should be in a steel cage. Like I said, steel cage matches to me, even though it's a Hell in a Cell, I know they're 2 different things. Cage matches, Hell in a Cell matches, last man standing matches, all those kind of things, to me, those are big blow-off matches. So, like I said, I don't think every match needs to have them. I like that there's only, as of now, there is 3 Hell in a Cell matches. So, the first one, we've got Bayley versus Sasha. Now, props to Sasha for getting Bayley to sign the contract. But that being said, man, it's, I could not help watching SmackDown look and think and say, well, damn, didn't you think to get your head out of the chair first before she came to come choke you? Which eventually led to Bayley signing the contract for Hell in a Cell. Like I said, man, I'm just thinking to myself, and again, I guess maybe this comes from my fighting background. For those of you who don't know, I have a purple belt in jiu-jitsu as well, and our show covers MMA as well. Make sure you check out our pre-show if you're watching this on Saturday, the UFC 254 pre-show that we did for Khabib versus Gaethje. And if you're watching, let us know in the comments who you think it is that's going to win. So, I don't know, sometimes, the logic behind doing some of that stuff gets to me. But hey, Bayley versus Sasha, I think will be a great match inside of Hell in a Cell. Obviously, these guys have been fighting back and forth. Now we're kind of getting the full circle with Bayley being the heel this time on Sasha. In this match, something tells me Sasha's going to take the belt off of Bayley. I think there's going to be the big babyface moment for Sasha in this one. All in all, I think it's going to be, I think that'll be a good match, but I hope after this, they can separate them for a little bit, whether that's keeping Bayley in a heel role and Sasha as a face, which is what it seems right now. I don't know where they go from here, but I think this is a good time for this to be the blow-off for that feud. All right, now we're into world title time on the men's side. If this match order that they have on WWE.com is accurate, you've got Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, as you can see in the thumbnail for this video. For me, I don't really understand why we're doing another match between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Do I think the match is going to be good? Yes. But I don't really think it's necessary. I think Drew McIntyre keeps the title on this one. No real reason for me to see why Randy Orton will win. Randy Orton in Hell in a Cell always presents unique things. I mean, Randy, we all know, is creative, and like I said, I think we could see some pretty cool stuff inside Hell in a Cell, but Randy is your consummate pro wrestler, man. Like, you've heard a million different guys say, you don't need to hear me say it as well. If you were going to build a wrestler, it probably would look something very similar to Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre's done a great job since his comeback. Like I said, he's really gotten in great shape and deserves to be the champion. Like I said, in this one, I think Drew McIntyre is going to get the dub over Randy Orton. I really don't have any real reason to think that he's going to win. And for me, that's why I'm going with Drew McIntyre on this one. I think we're going to see a good match, but I think Drew McIntyre is going to be the one who wins it. All right, now before we get to our main event, here's a couple flashbacks from when Hell in a Cell was here in Detroit. Like I said, let us know in the comments who you're rolling with. If you've got any different picks than I do, let us know in the comments, or you can let us know at Twitter at KO3CPod or at Instagram at KO3CPod. All right, main event time. You've got the Universal Championship match in a Hell in a Cell with I Quit rules. Now, this match actually intrigues me. I've really liked what they've done with Roman since turning him heel. Obviously, I think that's what a lot of fans wanted for a long time. And I've liked what we've seen thus far out of Paul Heyman with Roman Reigns. I thought it was very well done on SmackDown, the way they used the twin magic and how Jimmy and Jay backed each other up against the big bad Roman. Now the tribal consequences. That was interesting. You're going to excommunicate a guy from his family? Hey man, it is what it is. It's wrestling. I like the theatrics of it. I think this is going to be a great match. In this match, as opposed to the Drew McIntyre Randy Orton match, I see why they want to do another match with Jay and Roman. But again, I think a Hell in a Cell is a great way to do a blow-off for this one. I'm actually really looking forward to this match. I thought it was a good story. And I got to say, I got to say props to Jay for doing everything that he did with, the storyline being that the only one we'd really seen in too much single stuff is Jimmy. And like I said, it's good to kind of see him get a spotlight with Jimmy kind of having a little more spotlight with Naomi being on Total Divas and him being on there as well. Like I said, I think it's a good way to spotlight him. I'm really looking forward to this match just because of the story to it. That's one thing I wish WWE could, just could get more cohesive storylines or that stuff that'd make you bite. Not that I'm telling you anything as a fan that you probably haven't already said. But, all right, as far as this match with I Quit rules, like I said, man, I like it. I think it's a great way to, be the blow-off for this one. I think it's probably going to get a little violent, and, I think that needs to happen in this one. So, for me, I got to go with the big dog. I think Roman Reigns is going to keep the title on this one. I don't see any reason to think that Jay's going to win, but I do think that it's going to be a good war, and they are going to battle it out. Well, again, let me know who it is you think is going to win in the comments. If you've got any different picks, let us know. Tweet us today at KO3CPod on Twitter. Let us know on Instagram. And like I said, check out our preview for UFC 254 And make sure you're tuning in this Tuesday as we bring in TZ Scott, the brother of Isaiah Swerve Scott from the Swerve City podcast, which just debuted last night on the WWE Network. He will be live this Tuesday, 9 p.m. on Knockouts and 3 Counts, live on our Facebook. Or if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It'll be up there. And anywhere else you get your podcast. So until next time, and in the in-between time, don't be an asshole. Peace.